half of this town in order to get the engine up and come back down.
Because there's a lot of momentum. So much weight.
One of the nests look alive. It's not nesting season. Nesting season for the eagles start about November to December. Each one of those floats, a pair of floats, represents a crab on the floor. Crab's just a big steel cage and there's rope bending around with a trap door. You put bait in there, the crab gets in, they figure out how to get out, you pull it in the water. Go back in the water, 2 males go back in the water, and only full-size adults being kept. Now, there's a lot of things you can use for bait. People use south jetty on the other side. And past it, the south jetty is Bay Ocean. And it looks like it's just a split of land. It's not. It's a triangle that goes back quite a bit. There used to be a resort out there, a very fancy retirement community, just not retirement, vacation community. Very, very expensive, very fancy. They'll dive down some hundreds of feet. But the water's covered most of the best climbing spots that they stop today. On the roadside, if you look up that narrow road across the highway, is the old Coast Guard building, typical 1930s architecture. Used to be the barracks for the entire Coast Guard section. Lived there and worked in the boathouse. Local knowledge. So northbound train will leave at noon. 12 o'clock will be the next departure. 5 minutes before that, the engineer will blast the whistle, let you know it's time to get back on the train. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed your trip. Please enjoy this beautiful Sunday day. Thank you very much.
So I think in 20-25 minutes.
But I was just saying, salesmen and stuff like that, and stuff that's so good on that, salesmen
Welcome aboard, everybody. Welcome aboard. My name is Michael. I'm a volunteer here for the railroad, and I am your car host today. I'm pointing out things to be going on and things in history. We built the railroad to get timber to market. Timber is very important to the Pacific Northwest. But 125 years ago, we did it wrong. We clear-cut absolutely everything. So where it go behind, it did not, and that's a terrible mess. Took 100 years of forestry to make the hills look like they do today. On the water side is the sawmill. These boards will be out, the logs will be out there for about half a year drying out, but put them into board. See, they're spraying water out. Sometimes when logs dry, they have to throw water on them because they do not want them to dry too quickly. If they dry too quickly, they'll shatter when they try to saw them board. So sometimes they'll just throw water on something they want to get dry. I know that's counterintuitive, but there it is. Side that is Gilbert Bay. It's the second largest estuary in Oregon after the Columbia. That's the longest pier in Oregon. At the end of it is the old Coast Guard station. 1936 to 1963. We give tours out there on Saturdays, Sundays from noon until 4, all throughout the entire summer. Now the tide's not come in, but 2 hours ago the tide was out. There are all people over here digging for clams everywhere. We got clams on the side, we have oyster beds on the other side, between them to keep it the water well filtered. We have some crab beds further down. I'll point those out when they get down there. Now the Tillamook Bay it is a wide bay, but it looks deep and it's not extraordinarily shallow. Here, there's a sandbar right here, and it's like that all the way across, plus rocks all over it. Very shallow. That's why they had to build a railroad. There's no way to make boats down here. The triangles on top, triangles shaped with the color shapes on top, those are the channel markers. If you get outside the channel with a boat of any size whatsoever, you're going to have a really bad day. Now, an estuary means that it's tidal. Sometimes it's freshwater, sometimes it's saltwater. Tide comes in, it's saltwater all the way up. Tide goes out, the freshwater from the rivers push the saltwater out. And that outside past these houses and this hill area is the life-saving station. It was occupied, used between 1906 and 1936. When they opened up the old Coast Guard station, they stopped using them. What happens is volunteers will come to this house and they see the single rockets during storms, they run out there and rescue people. Same volunteers who give tours of the old Coast Guard station, they want to buy this place and turn it into a museum.